Sky ASMR. Today's video is a little bit of a laid back hangout, I would say. I am very tired. I don't know if you can tell by my face, but I'm very tired, and I have been a little bit busy and unfortunately not sleeping very well. So today that I have a few things to do and a few more errands to run, I thought we could shoot a little bit of a quick makeup, and we can listen to the brushing sounds and the clicking sounds and the tapping sounds of the bottles, and sort of go with something like that. And I hope you guys will enjoy it. I'll just say a few things about what I do and how I do it, and it'll just be very relaxing, I think, because already I'm wanting to get back to bed. So let's get started. Okay, so obviously I will take off my glasses, and I will start with a little bit of face brushing. The reason why I want to do this, and I'm using a really soft brush for the face. I'm pretty sure you all know this little brush by now. If you're completely new here and this is the first video you're watching, this is what I like to call the brush with the softest bristles that have ever existed. It is my favorite. It's really cute, and I absolutely love it. So I'm gonna do a little trick that I saw from a makeup artist. I was recently in a little shoot, and I had to do my makeup a little bit, just less some foundation. So what she did is she just took a little bit of a napkin and put the bristles of the brush she used on my face down. She sprayed some. She kind of went like this. The liquid is disinfectant. And they were using disinfectant with a base of alcohol because it evaporates so quickly. So it doesn't make the brushes wet, which is really important if you have to keep seeing people and keep doing people's makeup. Alright. See, it's already dry. It smells clean. So I'm gonna use this and do a little bit of a, let's say, dry brushing. But of course the bristles of this are really soft. So if you have, for example, sensitive skin, at the moment I'm going through a bout of redness, which happens to me sometimes, especially given the fact that I have quite sensitive skin. And it's also very prone to changes. For example, if the weather changes too fast, humidity, heat, everything kind of like affects it. So I'm going about this as I would go with a gua sha tool or like a jade roller, so upwards in a way, sort of. That is how it's usually done. And down here, and you will see that I'm not really pulling at my face, but just making sure if there's any dryness or any like dust or particles that are there, that I kind of sort of shoo them away. And now that I did this, I'm gonna also do a little quick cleansing with just a wipe to clear the area for the makeup that is gonna go on. This is a micellar. It's called Skin Breathe, and it's supposed to help the skin sort of lighten it up. That's what it says. And I'm going to use a little bit. I'm not using my reusable pads because I was given these, and I always say if you have them, if they've been made and they somehow end up in your hands or you have them already in your cabinets, just use them up, because otherwise they will be trash that you didn't even use, and that's even worse, I think. So I used a little bit, and then I'm just again wiping away at the face. Clearing anything that might be there, any impurities, leftover makeup even. Not going too strong. And the pink side, they say it's for the eyes, so I'll just softly go over my eyes. If there's any like remaining mascara or anything there, even though I always try to remove it at the end of the night. There we go. A little bit here. Just getting rid of everything, getting it rid of real good. You know, our skin is constantly changing and trying to shed what no longer, serves it. So just giving it a little help. So now that we did that, I'm just gonna go ahead and use this little clean sponge that hasn't been used for makeup. I'm just gonna tap everything in. And sort of help lock the moisture in. Perfect. I don't know why I'm so tired, honestly. I think, when the weather changes, I think sometimes you sort of feel it, or your body feels it and gets ready for the new season or something. I don't know, it might be complete bogus, but like it's the end of August, the beginning of September, and the weather immediately shifted here. It went from 40 degrees to now this hot, humid, ever a little so windy 28, 30 sometimes, but still. And it's just like it weighs you down almost, the change. Anyway, so then we have this little thing here. It is a face primer and a moisturizer. So I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna just apply with my finger, mostly around the cheeks. I usually just go on the high points of my face and then blend out from there. So I'm just gonna go like that, nose. forehead. And again, I started to go away. There we go. But because it is a moisturizer primer, I don't really need to rub it in because it really gets absorbed by the face really, really quickly. So it's all going to be good. And then I am going to go in with just my concealer real quick. And again, I want this to be like a really quick to go makeup. I know I'm taking it really slow because I am tired, but I'm also like chatting sort of. Usually this takes me about maximum 10 minutes, 15, and you know, when I'm really, really slow. So I'm just gonna get this concealer and I'm just gonna go here in the corner, in the inside corner, here, and on the outside. Just gonna go a little bit around the mouth and the nose, and here on the forehead. Okay, then I'm gonna take my little brush and I'm gonna brush it out. Careful under the eyes and around the eye area. Go like this. When I have spots like this ones, I think the key with them is to not really try and cover them up, because this is, you know, quite there, and I think the more product I put on it, the more it's going to be this, and it's going to be a really braised thing with lots of product on it, and just let it be, you know. It's there, it's doing its thing. It's not ideal, but all right. And so now I'm gonna take this little already open, this little foundation. This is quite a strong one because my normal one is finished, which is more of a lightwear everyday use. So I only take a little bit and try to dab it on. And again, focus on the high points. So it would be cheeks and then nose, chin, and forehead. And then just try to go from there and sort of just blend it out again. You will notice a considerable amount of difference, obviously, in blemishes and discoloration or the redness. This has really good coverage. And this is not usually what I would pick for a quick errand day like today. More if I was gonna be shooting a lot of videos, or I would be working on the go outside on another project for many hours, and I wouldn't be able to, you know, keep an eye on it. I made sure to tap the ears a little bit. Going the creases of my eye, up here, and down the neck, just a little bit, just to maintain this sort of neutrality, you know, as much as possible. Okay, and now that I did the foundation as well, again, I don't like to set it in with powders when it's not on the go, so I will just go ahead with a little bit of contouring, which I do super quickly, not only because I've been doing this exact routine for so long that I kind of know how it goes for me, but also because I don't want to anyway waste so much time on this. So I dab a little bit on the brown and I shake the excess off, and I just go in the natural shape of my cheekbone. I know where it is, and then I follow the lines of my face, the hollow points where they would naturally have a little bit of a shade. And I like contouring because it just sort of warms up the face, I think. A little bit here. And very gently down the nose. At the tip and a little bit from above and here. And because this is the on-the-go kind, what remaining brown there is on the brush, just quickly put it on my eyelid. Try to focus it in this little crease, the natural crease and hollowness of the eye, because I won't be going big on the eyeshadow, so I just want to create some shape and depth there as well. So keeping this open, I'm taking my blush brush, tapping it a little bit on the brush, and sort of going in with a little bit of like feather movements. Go a little bit at the bridge to go for this natural tanning, like sun glow that we get in the summer, and some there. And then again, I go in the eye with any remaining pink for my eyeshadow, and I go in the highlighting bit, tap it away, top of the cheekbone, and the nose, the top of Cupid's bow, and that's it. And now for the finishing bits, I will take this little very neutral satin, it's called, eyeshadow, just a little pink one, and again a little bit of a tap and putting it in my eyelid, on my eyelid, over as well the little crease. And because its color is so specific, it only creates this little brightness. It doesn't look like you wore a ton of makeup or anything. That's why I'm not really careful, as you'll notice. It's not that I have to have any special kind of skill, and it's just like a little bit of a bright eye to look more awake and a little bit more fresh, especially on a day like today. For me, I feel like it's much needed. And then I will use this little pencil, just my regular pencil for the eyebrows. I don't even think it is a specific kind of brand. And I go in, fluff them out a little bit before applying the actual color to see a little bit what their shape is. Okay. Also, I just noticed in the mirror, it's like everything is coming together. I talked about how it's the beginning of September and the weather is changing, and like I feel like when I started it was much brighter outside and it was more summerish, but now the clouds are piling up and it's becoming a bit of a darker morning. So a lot of changing is happening. A lot of changes. This is like collectively. Okay, enough blabbering. I take a little pencil and I just, again, I feel like I'm saying the same things over and over again, but it's true. I go in light featherish movements up, sort of try to fill in where there's some sparsity. Sorry that I'm looking in the mirror. Just can't do this any other way. And now that I applied the color, I just go in, fluffing it out a little bit. And the other one. And that, I feel, for me is perfect. And then I take my little eyebrow gel. And I take it over a little soap bar that I have specifically for this. I'm doing this soap trick. It works wonder for my eyebrows. And I just go gently over and lift them up a little bit. Lift them up. Give them a little bit of direction, shape. And I know not everything is for everybody, and I know some trends or looks might not sit well with some people, but I find that even before the soap trend, because I have sort of fluffy eyebrows, I always let them be, and I sort of always let them rise and naturally be themselves. So then I do a little check with the mirror closer to me. See if anything is sticking out too much. You know, if it is, I try to pull it down a little bit. But overall, this is what I would be going for. This is exactly what I do and what works for me. And I would advise you to, if you have something that you like as well yourself, just go for it, you know? Just, it's your body, and if you think you look nice, don't let other people bring you down if you can. I know it's super hard. Alright, and then I take the little tool here and I squeeze, squeeze, squeeze up, and the other side. Not too much, because I gotta be honest, I'm terribly afraid of these. I always think that my eyelashes will get caught and like get grabbed and get pulled. And then I go in with the mascara. Again, quickly brushing upwards, not too much. A little bit of shape, and the other side right away. And you can twist it a little bit like that if you want, to sort of help with the depositing of the color. See, that's it. And last but not least, I will take this little pen lipstick, do a little quick swipe, very earthy and in my tones, my sort of neutral tones. This is what I go for when I'm, like I said, on the move. It's one of my favorite colors, this and red. And then so it looks a little bit more vibrant. I'll take this little lip gloss here. It's called Lip Candies. And just tap it in the middle. Oh, it's one of those that smells delicious. You end up eating it as you talk or move. And anyway, I put some in the middle here. And voila, this is the final result. I hope you guys like it. I will take this little rose water and I will spray some on my face for that vibrant feeling that I mentioned, like this. And these are all makeup artist tricks that I've seen and my sister has told me about. So when I asked her, oh my god, what sort of spray for the end should I get, sort of get like this lively look, she said, don't waste your money on brand sprays. Just get a simple rose water and it will honestly just do the trick. And then you lock the moisture in. And you're ready. And that's it. That is me ready for today. Before I would go, I would give my hair a little quick brush just for some volume. Like the other side. And the end. Let me know what you guys thought. Thank you so much for watching this video and for hanging out with me. And I will see you in the next one. Until then.